Shimmy.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Okay. Okay, here is the correct part, and here's the incorrect parts. You notice when you put those together, they stack up the same height.
Yep.
Because this here, in order to seal, has to put pressure on the O-rings to collapse it. And then the O-ring at the OD and the ID will seal on the shaft and the case, and then when you push it on sideways, it'll seal on this. If you put this one in there, it squishes it. And the problem is when you go to shove the shaft through it, see those 4 shears right there?
Cuts it.
Puts 4 grooves right through that sucker. These ones here, you just kind of wiggle as you go, and it just pops right in because it's radiused going into it. So the contact pressure is just on a very little tip, whereas this one here, it tries to shear off the whole side of it. And it just rolls itself right in and digs in, whereas this one it just kind of pushes up out of the way. So these suck.
They suck.
Okay, so this goes in from the side here. We have our O-rings right here. Let me get that out of there right now. So you can put those in a hole, stack them up. Like that. Lubricant. Okay. And get your washer here.
Smack a little bit of that on there.
Yep.
Helps it stay.
It doesn't go anywhere. You put your shaft in there. Put that about where it belongs. You just kind of wiggle and push a little bit. See how it just goes right through.
Perfect.
Alright, that other one you got to beat it with a big hammer and try to get it to go through. Pick on it with a screwdriver and do all kinds of fancy tricks to make it work. And the result is it still don't go on. Okay.
Don't we have to put...
No.
Huh?
Okay, see that goes here now?
Yep.
See it stops right here. This kicker slots up here.
Yeah.
If you have the slot over here or somewhere else, it's hard to put the lever on and hold it on. You can do it that way, but usually you want to put in a new slot.
Yeah.
This thing has a light going in there. There it goes. That I usually put a little red on it.
A little red.
I don't like it coming off.
Don't want it coming off in the clutch.
I don't trust the damn lock tab for shit. Now this one's flat and it's got a titty. The titty goes on this side. And there's a reason for that I'll show you later. I usually use the big zip gun, but just remember it's a little tiny little screw. A little bit. I didn't feel that stopped very well, but I'm sure that thing is tight.
Yep.
Just to make sure. Put the torque wrench on it. Nope, it was not tight. I have a habit of stripping those with a big gun, so pretty tight. You see how this still rotates?
Yep.
So the shim was just right. There you go. It appears that lock tab is close to where it needs to be.
Which is awesome.
The problem is getting the lock tab to come over is the problem. Because see, it's in there flat. That's why I use Loctite. Typical. Typical pile of crap. It doesn't want to come out. Nope. Wherever I can't get to it. There we go. Okay, hold it there. You come in real tools to bend over. Took a pliers to nail you. Some blood blisters going, see?
Damn.
Usually gets about 2 or 3 fingers. This one I got 2. One real good one. Okay, so that is now in there. Now this piece here you're so worried about. Just rotate it in. Bring the spring around. Keep your fingers out of there because it does hurt when you get it. And it's armed, see?
Boom.
Now, we want to check to see.
What the fuck?
Supposed to be helping, not hurting, man. Jeez, take you anywhere.
Maybe a little on the dowel.
No. It doesn't appear to be binding at all. Well, you don't have a dowel on the bottom.
Nope.
Where's your dowel at?
Where's my dowel at? I don't know. Got lost.
Well, we're going to have to come up with a dowel because that's not going to hold the kicker on there. So we got to put a dowel in here to hold it. So we'll have to come up with something for doing that. So we'll figure that out later. It's probably one of your boxes someplace.
Might be in that one.
Or it's going to be on the old case. We'll steal off of it. So we'll figure out what we're going to do about that. We'll get back to that later. Not important at this point. Okay, now we're going to move on to your primary. So we got to get all the clutch stuff over here and look at all that. So we'll be back. Okay, we stole the dowel out of the old case. Put it in a Loctite. Appears the shifter shaft is pretty loose.
Kicker.
There you go. That's right. Kicker shaft. Nice and free. Alright, so that's what that's going to look like. So we put a spring on this and we put on for real. So this has to come back off to get these bolts in here. So now we'll leave it in there so it'll help support that. But I'll loosen this up. So getting all your fingers almost. Alright, so that takes care of the kicker cover. And the chain will self-clearance if anything gets in the way in there.
Clearance, clearance.
That's right. Okay, now I gotta work on something important over here. Okay, where's the motor sprocket? Did you bring that over? Yep.
Yeah.
And a nut. Okay, so this stuff here is the clutch. Now, the reason this is cut like this is because the basket sometimes will get over here in too deep and rub on this stuff. It'll eat this one up here. Sometimes it'll hit this bolt here, but it'll definitely eat on this. And eats over here on this. So You know, all these rivets and stuff, they stick up too high. We still got bearings falling out of this thing. But you got this thing cleaned out.
Yeah, you wanted me to take it apart.
See, we keep having junk fall out there, so we got to take this apart.
Try to get it.
Good job. Did you practice that?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
I'm getting good at it. Remember, like we did the whole beer thing the other day.
Okay, so we'll pull this thing out, we'll find out whatever the end of the spring is at. There's obviously not the spot. There it is, way over here. So you just pop the clip out like that. Hold it with your thumb. Now we get all the crap out of here. That is a good bearing.
Yeah, you got to wear it in. See?
Nice and lubricated and everything.
It's been dry for a year.
See, this has been loose. That's all chewed up. If you have that nut tight, you don't have that problem. So remember, you got to tighten your nut down. Okay, so this here appears to have all the shrapnel bearings out of here. Just to make sure. Take it all apart and put it together for real with it in there. So for now, let's get that crap out of our way. Okay, so this goes on here. Guess I didn't hit anything.
It's good.
Nut. Lock tab. This time I'm going to bend this one up a little bit. See, if you bend it up like that, you don't have that problem like you had over there. Remember that problem you had over there?
Yep. It's a terrible problem.
If you push too much in your socket, it flattens it right out too. Put this over here. Make sure everything turns freely. Make sure nothing is grinding in there. If you have your kicker, you can go and engage this thing and see if it works. You don't have a kicker, do you?
Yeah, dude. It's over there.
I'm over here. I got my own kicker. Ooh. Look at that.
Works.
See how it's working in the clutch over there?
Hmm?
It disengages at the bottom like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Appears to be functioning correctly.
Good. Hopefully I won't blow out my knee.
Something works right. Okay, this here is the motor sprocket. Lubricant on the thread, a little bit on the seal, a little bit on the inside. Something like that.
And why are you putting lube on that?
See how it gets all galled up?
Mm-hmm.
Semi-lube helps slightly, but not much. It's better than nothing. Do we get tight?
Yep. Gets more high pitched.
Is the motor still turning? Oh, fuck, there it goes. Oh, the seal drag. How many horsepower is that?
2.
200?
2,000.
Okay, see how the sprocket's turning nice and true.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. See that one turns nice and true. Notice how the clutch goes in and out too.
Mm-hmm.
How about the inside? The inside's true. Now I'm sure that's no out of balance condition of that basket being like that, going like this.
That'll work.
It's only 8-inch circle, turn at how many RPM? That would never cause any shaking, right? Alright. Straight edge.
Measuring tool.
Yep. See how far it's off?
Pretty far.
Yep. That's how much too much that went in. Or how much this is too much out. So that's hard on your chain.
Definitely hard on the chain.
So what are you, about 3/4 of a tooth off?
Yeah.
So you got a couple things you can do. Ignore it, like you did before. Or you take that sleeve in there and you shorten it up and hope the kicker doesn't start dragging on the backside, like it will at some point. There's no way of shimming this out. At least not easily. Now Harley does have a different sprocket they made at some point over the years.
Cool.
They're hard to figure out what the hell they have. So you can either risk go with the kicker or just leave it. The thing is we don't know is how much this gear is sliding out before it engages. Because we don't know the back clearance on the inside. Can't really tell by feeling it. But that's how far off it is. So being your bike, I think we just ignore it. So you got to crack the chain, right?
Yeah, for more flex.
At least that is. Oh, they're still loose. Now, one else thing you got is how much clearance you actually have in these links. See all that clearance?
Yeah.
And you multiply that by 2 because you got clearance on that side. Clearance on this side. How much you got on this one?
A lot.
So how much can you have between the two?
A lot.
Quite a bit.
So it should be okay.
So more than likely, it's probably between the two. You probably have enough clearance that this will pull straight. You don't really want to be pulling at an angle on this thing.
No, because that's when it really starts to eat up.
Well, it starts stretching the chains out more than they already are.
Yeah.
But because when they got to do an S like this, that's hard on. But it's even that we got quite a bit. When you put that in a low, it wants to go straight. So.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, it's stuff you can play with or not play with. On my race bike, I spend a lot of time playing with this kind of shit. But street bikes, whatever. It is what it is. So, I think we're all right. We'll just put together the way it is, not worry about it. So now we got to pull all this back off. You saw how hard that went on, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to come right off.
Lube.
And that does. That one came off. Sometimes they're hard. Kicker evidently came through. Remember, don't stick your fingers in there when you're doing that. It does hurt, even at that speed it hurts. Okay, I gotta get this off. Now how do you get this thing off?
Puller.
Kind of puller.
It's
not that
not.
one.
They're not up there.
No, not that one. Well, that 3-jaw went up there. It was close, but
Yeah.
not that one.
No, there's one that has two that just go in here.
That one hasn't been modified yet.
Goes like that, and then you push it out.
You mean like a harmonic balance puller or steering wheel puller?
Yep.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Well, that works.
Yeah.
Use a 3-jaw puller.
Or we can do that.
That works too. Without the chain, it works better. But sometimes it breaks the teeth off the backside.
And we don't want to do that.
You don't.
No thanks.
You want one of these.
Yep.
And some bolts. Maybe some washers.
Perhaps.
So Some nice long ones. Maybe some shorter ones. Maybe two the same length.
That'll work.
Like these.
We have 4 minutes left of tape.
4 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
I could do this in 4 minutes. You mean I'm to delete some more video from last night out again?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Well, if this camera quits working in the middle of taping, you know why. Instead of watching a new video last night, I posted old stuff. And they said I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I wasted another 4 hours on putting video up. Tight that was. Alright, so that's how you get that out. That pinched finger hurts too.
Mm.
Only when you put pressure on it though, the zip gun.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Okay, we'll be back.